let's do it. This is a follow-up from last week, by the way. So last week, Riot was in trouble because 2 ladies were let go from the company because they were...
I don't think they were let go from the company. I think they were trying to file a lawsuit.
Right, yeah.
I don't know if...
They were former employees.
Oh, okay, yeah. They were former employees, yeah.
So former employees tried to make a lawsuit against Riot for sexism claims, sexism allegations.
Like sexual harassment or something like that, I think.
Yes. And fucking Riot Games, this is really shitty in my opinion. Riot Games, like, shut it down. They swept it under the rug. They didn't do anything. 5 plus 81 equals 86. Yes.
Well, from what I was reading on, thanks very much, Andy. I really appreciate you giving us some insight on the topics we're talking about today. No, but so I was reading, they have a clause in their contracts with employees that first sign it, like that first get employed with Riot Games. So when you always got to sign like a bunch of paperwork when you start working for somebody.
Right.
One of the clauses in the employee contracts is that any lawsuits that you end up wanting to file against the company, whether it's sexual or paid issues or whatever, it gets sent to a what do they call it? An arbitrary something or an arbitration. So what that is essentially, after I looked it up, because I obviously don't know what the fuck that is, basically Riot Games hires a third party of lawyers so there's no judge, no jury, there's a third party of lawyers that settle it outside of the courts. And when you sign that, you're not allowed to have a real lawsuit. So, but the thing is Riot pays for that to happen, right? So Riot pays for that third party to look into it. So I was actually thinking a little bit about it. It's not necessarily a bad thing that they have that, because let's say that there is an issue, non-sexual, like a payment issue, like pay stubs or wrongful termination or something like that. This third party, like if you try to take them to court, you're going to pay lawyer fees, you're going to pay court fees, you're going to pay a bunch of like shit that you might have to pay out of pocket.
Right.
But if Riot Games pays for it, and you can decline the third party that they choose, right? So if they choose one and you don't like what they're saying, you can be like, no, I don't want that one. You can go through that process as many times as possible, but Riot Games pays for it. Now the problem is this is a sexual harassment lawsuit, and
right.
That should be handled by the courts for sure.
Right.
But it's not a bad clause that they have, but it's just unfortunate. And they are trying to do like that 90-day, like what's on this stream right now, the 90-day plan to tackle diversity inclusion. I don't know if you looked into what their 90-day plan is.
Yeah, I did.
Stupid. It's pretty fucking bad, dude.
So first of all, Terminal, I just want to say, Terminal, dude, the grandfather of our Discord, he was gone for a few days because he went and got a car, by the way. He bought a car for his kid. A BMW.
Oh, really? What the hell?
Yeah, 1990 BMW. 1992 BMW. 1998. It's a really nice convertible, but his son might get his car. So, what's up, Terminal? Welcome back, by the way. So, first,
you can be my new dad, dude.
1999. There we go. That's what it was, dude. So, but to get back to this, dude, the 90-day clause thing is a fucking joke, by the way.
Yeah.
It is literally just so they have. So I've worked for a lot of companies that I've actually personally had to do like write up stuff like this for.
Mm-hmm.
So now what it is oftentimes, like even like forklift certifications, it's not a real certification. It's just saying it's like the company covering their own ass. Like, yeah, we certified them, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly. Literally what this is. They literally mocked up a 90-day thing. It's a joke, but it is like proving that they're covering their own asses, you know what I mean, in this situation. It's smart by their part, but if you actually read into it, dude, it's just a scummy
It's garbage, dude.
They're
And
like,
I was looking. One of the biggest things that they're trying to offer is the like sensitivity training or sexual harassment training. Dude, if you have to teach somebody not to harass women, I don't think a sexual assault like training seminar is really gonna open up your eyes all of a sudden. You know,
Dude.
you're not gonna be a different person.
if somebody's fucking with women, you need to fire them. I don't care if it's your son,
Exactly,
your best friend, like,
Yeah.
especially if you're like a multi. I don't know how much Riot Games is
think
worth.
billion.
I'm
I think
assuming billion. I was gonna say billion, but I didn't want to talk out of my ass. I'm assuming billion.
Right.
Dude, their employees are fucking with girls and making them feel like they don't want to work there anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it's not time to fucking implement a 90-day plan. It's time to publicly fire them,
Yeah.
name them, and get them out of your company, dude. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Well,
it's...
this is that's a good thing for them to do, but another big thing is the fact that this whatever the fuck is, what's that called again?
Arbitrary.
Arbitrary prevents the public from being able to know what conclusion came to. Like, I'm not a believer in believe everyone off face value. You know, if they're saying that they got, sexually harassed or raped or assaulted or whatever, then I don't just automatically jump to, oh, that sucks. Riot Games is a shitty company. I want to see a lawsuit where evidence is, presented, and if they were sexually harassed, or if like the conclusion comes to that, then yeah, fucking fire that guy, whoever the owner, the manager, or whoever ended up doing the sexual harassing, fire him. But I think we need the evidence before we can start.
Dude, you know what,
shaming.
dude? They should do it exactly how they do police officers. If a police officer is accused of anything like that, they put them on paid leave, which is smart.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
And then there's also cases where, like, if they end up getting fired, then for that paid leave, they have to pay that back.
Yeah,
they don't get to keep that money because they're on paid leave. Like, technically, they're like fired, but not really fired for a certain amount of time. And then once everything, like, if they're innocent, they come back and then they make like a huge statement, like, okay, we put them on paid leave. We did our investigation, but they're good. Like, obviously, that's
exactly.
Sometimes you run into corrupt things, but like, I know, I fully understand that, but I think that's how they.
Something I think a lot of people forget about what you said is that they don't keep that money if they're found guilty. I think a lot of people forget that aspect.
Yeah, I think people are like, well,
that's
he assaulted a woman and then he gets paid leave off, dude. It's crazy because
they might not get that money.
Yeah, that's
and
not the case.
Spend any of it. If you end up getting that paid leave, right, and you're paid, and you spend that money on mortgage and stuff like that, and then you have to pay that back, it's not like
you have to go to the bank and get the money back from your mortgage, dude. Oh, wait.
Yeah. No, because you already paid. They're not going to refund your money. They're not going to refund that. You got to go
hey,
loan, dude.
Hey, I paid you and it wasn't my money. Oh, yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah,
no, it's okay. Don't worry, man. I do that at the grocery store all the time. But I already ate the food.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I ate it, but I don't
need you to give me the money back.
I didn't really like it, though. Yeah, but you ate the whole plate. Yeah, it was kind of nasty, though. I'm going to need a refund.
Yeah. So it's even worse if they are found guilty, because it's not like they just lost their job. They also have to find a way to make that paycheck that they got, or those multiple paychecks that they got, back, like through loans. I can't think of anything else. So it can't just like, they'll be in default for months. If you get a new job, it's going to take some time for you to like build up that money back again. So the punishment is like kind of worse than if you just get fired, because if you're found guilty, it's like 20 times worse, I think.
You know what, though, dude? Also, I don't think this is fall. I think this is these are real. We'll see what it comes out to. But false allegations can ruin lives. Like the basketball player, the guy I was telling you about. I don't remember his name, dude. He plays for the Suns. He plays for the Suns right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, Miami Heat. Sorry, Heat, Sun, same thing, dude. Whatever. I obviously don't watch baseball. You guys can tell. But
the Sun's hot,
Yeah, whatever, dude.
It's the same thing.
But that white guy who's all tattooed up, dude, looks scary. Years ago, he got catfished, and it was actually on Catfish the Show, this episode.
Which you've been watching a lot of.
I've been watching a lot of. And after I watched the episode, I looked into it because I was like, what? That didn't really happen. Like, I think that's just for views. No, sure as shit that happened. He got set up with a 17-year-old. I don't watch football either. Yeah, exactly. Dude, hockey's retarded. I don't get it. But so basically, this basketball player got hooked up with a 17-year-old because a catfish made them hook up, and the whole time the guy, like, he has evidence that she was saying she was this old, and it all came out, and he was like branded a rapist, all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
He got fired from his team. Now it worked out. He ended up becoming not guilty. Everything came out. There's a TV show, a documentary about it. So the guy got falsely accused, and his whole life he went from making millions to, well, he still makes millions now because he got re-signed. But
Yeah.
it could have been worse. Like, dude sat in jail for like 80 days or something.
People think he's a rapist.
Yeah, people, yeah. So that's what I was gonna say, but I lost my train of thought. People still think he's a rapist, and people still send him death threats.
Yeah, dude. Dude, that shit isn't just a financial ruiner, dude. Like,
Yeah,
imagine, especially being famous. Imagine walking down the street. People recognize you all the time, I'm sure, for like autographs and stuff. But when you're accused of being a rapist and you're that famous, dude, fucking people are not asking for autographs anymore, dude. They're giving you their own autograph with a death threat on top of it. You know what I mean?
dude. It doesn't help that he's tattooed the fuck up, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you look like a bad guy at that point.
He's literally tattooed from like it's like literally the bottom of his chin all the way down. It's just like, you know what I mean. So he looks, obviously he looks like a guy,
Looks like a guy. No, that's a big thing. Lawyers will usually dress up their defendants. Like, when you go to, like, when you look at movies and courtrooms and stuff like that, whether it's live or in movies or TV shows or whatever, you always see the attorney takes them off of their orange jumpsuit, right? They don't go to court in their orange jumpsuit, or at least most times they don't. They put them in a suit, and they, try to hide as many tattoos as they can so that you look more presentable to the jury, because the jury's going to look at you a certain way if you got tattoos from the neck down, It's just not a good look, so that's unfortunate for him, dude.
Right. But, so, going off that...
That's Riot Games, dude.
Yeah, Riot Games, dude, like... So, for everyone who doesn't know, dude, I'll just sum it up. Two ladies, former employees of Riot Games, have a lot of allegations about sexism and sexual harassment towards them. Riot Games, being the amazing company that they are, instead of addressing it head on, they literally swept it under the rug. And just tried to, like, hide the whole situation. Like, that's shitty, dude.
It is shitty. And luckily, the employees responded pretty well, I think. You want to touch base on that?
Right. Well, let me finish. Okay. So, Riot got a lot of heat. So, Riot implemented this 90-day joke of a plan to show that they're, like, trying to work on it. But you guys can read it. It's literally... I'll drop a link later. You can read it. It's pathetic. It's not a plan. It's literally just
YouTube channel. I can post it there.
Yeah,
so
go to the
YouTube
YouTube channel.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you go there. We provide links and stuff for you guys.
So they made this joke of a 90-day thing. So now let me show you, dude. But because now the Riot employees are MVPs, dude. Because that's our next subject, actually.
If you want, I can link it to you right now if you want to read it on. Or Wumpy.
It's being really slow right now.
Very long.
What?
Like, pretty much it's a 4-point plan. I'll just cover the 4 points rather than go over the whole article. So when teams are both diverse and inclusive, they win every... Wait. That shouldn't even be a point. Oh no, this isn't even like a it's not like what do you call it? What do you call those plans for games where they say on this date we're gonna do this, on this date we're gonna do this. What's that timeline called? I forget what that's called.
Schematic.
No, I don't know. Whatever that's called, they don't have one of those. They say on 30 days we want to achieve something, and on 60 days we want to achieve something, and 90 days we want to achieve something. But they're actually not telling us what each date is going to be, like, updating. They're just saying stuff like the leverage of strengths, knowing our weakness, and being honest about both of the... Like, what is that? That's not anything. That doesn't mean... What are you doing? Like, outside of the freaking seminar thing that they're gonna do. That's stupid, dude. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yo, what up, Mako?
What's up, Mako?
But, dude, you know what, dude? Everyone realizes that this plan is bogus so much that a large amount of the Riot Games employees are actually going to do a walkout.
They already did, actually. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
The 100 employees
Did a walkout, dude. Like, they pretty much, like, what is it called? They went against the company. What is it called? They rioted. Riot Games.
Dude, that's actually... Ooh, hello.
Dude, so they literally rioted Riot Games' decision because Riot Games is being shitty about this whole situation, and even their own employees are realizing it, dude. Like, because, dude, that could be anybody that works there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
dude, that could happen. This could happen to anybody. Like, oh, dude, you fucking like they're protesting. That's the word I was looking for. But
I said that.
yeah, but it matters more when he.
Wolfgang. I got it. I get it, dude. He's a cool dude. I get you.
That's still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane that many people got together and walked out. But like, that's when you know you're doing something wrong. When, I mean, it says here 100 out of 2,500. Doesn't sound like a lot.
That's still, like, dude, those 100 people, they don't overemploy their company, right?
Yeah.
100 people leaves. It's not like they just had 100 extra people on the job, you know what I mean? Like, they needed those 100 people. So, cool thing is, though, on the upside of Riot, is that they are not putting any restrictions on people that want to do the walkout outside of denying pay for the day or for however many hours you're going, but you can't get fired. Like, they're letting everybody know, like, we're not going to do anything to anybody that walks out, you know? And they didn't quit. It was a walkout for the day.
Right. I respect that, though, dude. They're like, well, dude, because honestly, if they fire people over that, dude, holy shit.
Yeah, dude, yeah. That would be bad news bears for him, for sure, or for them, for sure.
But, dude.
That would be terrible.
Waiting for the pun?
Hmm?
There's no pun there? You said terrible. Okay, never mind.
Oh, no,
But, dude, anybody who does play this...
Dude, I should have done one. Damn.
Anybody who does play this dumb, soul-sucking game that makes your keyboard randomly lose keys for some reason because your keyboard falls into your fist while you're playing for no reason, and your monitor breaks while you're playing
with a fist hole in it.
Yeah,
weird.
with a fist hole in it. Like,
Like,
I don't know.
In the chat.
Like, if you guys do play that dumb game that nobody plays anymore, dead game, by the way, they did announce, dude, that they're done doing reworks. They're focusing on new champions only from this day forward, which is
I'm
awesome.
curious. What game have you been playing a lot of recently, Travis?
That one.
As of lately. What was it?
I'm probably going to take you to a third-party arbitrary over this. This is bullshit.
Nice callback. I like that.
I'm fucking over this, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Riot Games probably has my back, dude.
Dude. I've been seeing you playing a little bit of League of Legends lately, dude. Actually, you know what? We talked about this last week. And Travis has still been playing that game for the whole week, dude. What does that say about Travis?
I need help, dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I downloaded League of Legends, dude. Penis size. Whoop! Went down. I started drinking more soda, drinking less water. My keyboard is literally missing keys. It's missing. My spacebar doesn't work anymore, dude. You guys want to see more, dude? Look. My monitor, dude. It's broken because of League.
Jesus, dude.
I need help. The game sucks, dude.
Help, guys.
There's just no other game out, dude.
He needs support, guys.
Look, dude, before when I was playing gun games, dude, my screen wasn't broken. Look. Oh, you guys can't really see it. But it's broken in the corner, dude. Oh, you guys can. Oh, it's off.
That's a nice webcam, dude. I like that webcam.
Hold on.
Okay, Mexi plays Auto Chess. Auto Chess is awesome, dude. Fuck off, Wompy. I mean, I love you. I'm just kidding.
Look at the bottom corner. You guys can't see it anyways. Never mind. My screen's broken, dude. Like, League just ruined my life, dude. You guys don't know, dude.
Hey, did you end up uploading that that cop thing from last week on your Twitter?
No, I've been so busy, dude. My freaking son's been sick. So I literally, when I play, I've literally been playing like my 3 hours a night and then just...
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, it's really difficult to just hit the upload button on your phone.
Well, no, because it's like the videos are too long to upload. I tried to upload it to Twitter, and it only uploads 45 seconds for some reason.
Oh, you gotta clip it to fuck off, dude.
Yeah, so I have to somehow, I have to email it because it's too large to upload to Discord. So I have to email it, download it, then cut it up.
You're not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen.
No, I was just gonna email it to my buddy who does like this type of shit. I was gonna email it to you, dude. I was gonna email it to you, okay? I was gonna email it to you.
All right, dude. Anyways, so that's Riot Games and how we feel about that, dude. This shit's fucked up.
Yeah, if you play Riot Games, if you play that game, you're just a freaking idiot. You know.
Speaking of workplace complaints, dude. Nice transition, by the way. NetherRealm, right? That's our next subject. I'm pretty sure.
Fuck! Hold on, wait. I forgot a scene for this, so we gotta go to the. Okay. One of us fucked up, dude.
Restart the whole stream. We'll start over.
One of us really fucked up. But now, dude, NetherRealm, dude, is following in the footsteps of Riot Games, dude. It's kind of the same thing as Riot Games.
Well, there's other complaints. Sexual harassment isn't like the main thing here. A lot of this is overworking. Like people who are salaried working 60 to 70 hours a week, dude, since January. And that's crazy because this game just came out and they're still working that many hours, like trying to perfect the game for updates and stuff like that. But that's nuts, dude. 60, 70 hours per person in your salary, dude. You don't make overtime on salary.
Yeah, 60, 70 hours per person. Times that for how many employees they have. It's like 7 million hours, dude.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere around 70 million.
Yeah. So, yeah. I didn't just make that up. I read that somewhere.
Yeah. But, yeah, there's like, they have a few issues of management failure, or failing of management to address employee concerns, like Riot Games just shoving stuff under the rug and not really, like, addressing it with their HR department. They got sexism and harassment, but they separated those two things. So it didn't say sexual harassment. It's harassment, and the sexism is as far as promotions and stuff like that they're being accused of for not promoting certain females because of their gender, which maybe is or isn't true, dude. Who knows? There's no lawsuit out. There's no like finalized information about that, but that's the claim that's coming out right now.
Can I say too that yes, I'll be playing League tonight, but going off of that, do you guys remember the whole drama with the Tall Tale games?
You mean the Telltale?
Yeah.
I don't know what drama. I know that they stopped making games, though. I don't know why.
Dude, the owners screwed over the employees. It was like a few months back.
Really?
Same kind of situation here. Dude, they were working like 80-hour work weeks, dude. It was a big deal. They were working like 80-hour work weeks to push out their games, dude. And then when their final project was done, dude, they fired everybody.
No.
They let go. Dude,
Were they
I'm not even
contracted?
kidding you. I
Were they
don't
contracted or
know.
employed?
So they were promised. You guys can go back and look it up. It's the Telltale. Maybe in our next podcast we'll talk about it, and I'll look up some actual like.
We'll look up some stuff. Yeah. It's good.
But I remember when it was happening, dude. Everybody was freaking out, dude. Everyone was like, "What the heck, Telltale?" And then even on Steam, dude, if you go to to the reviews on Steam for the Telltale games, there was like a little bit there that their fucking reviews went all the way to 1. Everyone was reviewing the game saying return them, blah blah. Dude, it was crazy, dude.
I like Telltale too, dude. They made
They were amazing.
The fucking the Walking Dead shit, and I played many of their games, but I mean, obviously, Walking Dead is their most notable game for sure. That's nuts. But you know what's I think is just absolutely hilarious. And man, by the way, we usually meet about an hour before the stream starts so we can talk about like things that we're gonna do and get the stream all set up and stuff. I waited till the last minute to start reading up on all these topics, and it sucked like reading these with Travis on the call because I wanted to tell him like my thoughts immediately as I was reading them. And I've had to bite my tongue for a while. Like everything that we've talked about so far, I've had to bite my tongue about until the stream went live. So like this is very frustrating for me. But the thing that sucks about this complaint is that we constantly get people who downvote a game or talk shit about a game because the updates for the games are not coming out fast enough. They're not fixing the issues with their games, and they're not, providing private servers or getting custom servers, or they're not fixing lag issues and stuff like that. But like, dude, this is how they do that. You're salary based. Gotta work, the amount of hours you're getting paid salary, which is usually higher than the hourly rate that you'll work, because you're most likely going to have to work more than 40 hours a week. 60, 70 is still ridiculously high, but they're working that hard and still having issues, and you have people slamming the company over and over and over for not having shit out on time or whatever issue that they have with the game. And then now they're getting shit for this too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure what was the PUBG had the same issue,
Yeah, dude, I liked when PUBG did their first major update. If you guys remember, right after their first major update, they took a 2-week break, dude, and that they were working like 80 hours a week since the game came out, and they took a 2-week break, dude, and the PUBG community lost their fucking minds. It was amazing, dude. I loved it.
They were done with the game, dude. They were done. But it's like, where's that perfect balance, dude? It's do you hire more people? Like, if you, like, let's say you have 10 employees working 60, 70 hours a week. You hire on 2 employees to like take over that extra workload, but they're most likely not going to even be working 40 hours, and they won't be making salary. They'll probably be making hourly wages, so they pay them less. And I mean, I don't see them being able to fix it that way by hiring more people, and then people who are talented enough to work on your company,
Dude, yeah, I think, yeah.
Like, this is hard. I don't know how to feel about it, I don't know.
It's definitely like a tie between. It's definitely like a tough spot. You guys know what I'm trying to say. A rock and a leaf.
Rock in a hard place.
There you go. You're rocking a hard place, dude.
Yeah.
Because like, me and my boys, we spammed PUBG, and good night. And
every day
for a while, dude. And I hated to see the hate they got when they took that vacation, because it was like, god dang, dude, like, do you guys not know that they didn't expect the game to sell as much copies? Do you understand that, like, they didn't know they were going to become one of the most played games? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They don't have the staff, and they hired a little bit more staff. I don't know if you guys read up on it, but they were understaffed constantly because Brendan Green was like, we're not going to get any bigger. And then he got bigger, and he was like, all right, we're not expanding. And then they got bigger, and then he was like, all right, maybe we're expanding now. And then when he started to expand, I was like, dang, like, I feel the guy, dude, like.
Yeah. No, but it's definitely rough. I mean, he's obviously a joke too. Like, I think he allocated work into the wrong areas, stuff like that. Like, he shouldn't have done, or he shouldn't have responded in certain ways during interviews. Like, you remember that interview he did with Joe Rogan that just got memed to fucking hell? I forgot what he ended up saying in the interview, but there's a meme of Brendan Green saying, like, our game is fixed or some shit like that, and there's, like, consistent bugs and stuff. I think what would you call it? The publicity of that game was so, like, he needed to hire somebody else to do that shit. He should not have been the one doing that, for sure.
I think the biggest meme is when he went on that podcast, and they were like, or the interview, and they asked him, like, hey, we did a poll, and like 99% of your players, it was like, the poll had like 64,000 votes, and it was like, 99% of your players say get rid of red zones. Like, why are you keeping me in the game? He's like, only bad players die to red zones. Like, no, we get that. No, we never died to them. But you know how fucking annoying and unnecessary they are? Like,
we definitely died to the red zones.
No, we never did. No,
There's
we never
a
did.
million clips on the internet of us telling each other,
that's right,
only gay people die to the red zone, and we constantly died over and over and over.
Right. I actually forgot there's videos of us dying to the red zone.
There's tons of them out there, too.
Alright, well, maybe we died once or twice to the red zone. Maybe we died like once or twice to the red zone.
Add a couple zeros to the end of those ones.
Well, whatever, dude. We played a lot. Anything can happen, dude. I died jumping on a box one time. Like, climbing a box, it was like he fell to death. Like, how big was the box, dude? But...
that's enough about company complaints, dude.
Oh, dude, this next one I'm excited about, actually.
I am too. This is... I don't know if I'm excited or not, but it's definitely something I want to talk about for sure.
Dude, this right here is going to answer a lot of questions.
Coming back to the league, dude. Yeah, Travis, when are you coming back? Because you've been gone for so long on League, dude.
I'll never play League again, dude.
Yeah.
Tonight, in like
we just
an hour.
talked about it.
In like an hour. I'll be on in an hour. I'll never play League again. That game sucks, dude. I've been playing again for like 3 weeks. I've been playing again, and in 3 weeks I managed to destroy my keyboard. I'm missing 9 keys. My spacebar doesn't work, and I broke my like $400 monitor. So, League's just an amazing game, and I'm absolutely stoked that.
Yeah, but the game's free, so $400 monitor. So you kind of paid for the game.
Yeah, dude, that's a good point. I didn't buy like the last 8 games that have come out. So that like that money accumulated is the price of my monitor. So technically I'm still up in money.
Imagine how much more money you'd
Quick
be
maths.
up if you weren't playing League of Legends.
That's not how gambling works, Sean.
Okay.
That's not how gambling works, okay? And like playing a League of Legends game is the gamble because you need like every time you click queue up, you're gambling. Like, how am I gonna get good teammates? And you roll it, dude. It's like Teemo Jungle. Yep, probably should have dodged, dude.
Liston Sonobot. So this is back when you played with Sonogod a lot.
I played with you a long time ago. You were spamming Callista Sonobot and you were in a big streak. Yeah, dude. Me and my buddy Sona at the time, we were pretty decent at the game, dude. We were pretty. At our peak, we were like high diamond players.
Alright, dude, so PC gamers in China not only beating out the PC gamers in the US, but the entire population of the United States. That's what this article says.
So this right here, dude, blows. This right, I'm not even
That's
surprised
insane.
because a lot of people ask you, like, dude, why are there so many more better players in China? Think about it this way, dude. I've been watching a lot of. Dude, it's gambling, dude. Thank you. Let me explain. Let me give you the best explanation I can. You go. I've been watching a Pokemon guy opens Pokemon cards recently, right?
You can leave the stream now if you want. I'd understand. You want to leave? You like watching people open Pokemon cards on?
Sometimes, dude, it's really entertaining. But let me ask you. You have 1 Pokemon card pack, or you have 10 Pokemon card packs. Who the heck's gonna get the better cards? Dude, the fucking 10,
Exactly.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
there's 1 trillion people in China, dude. You get enough of them, you're bound to get more professional players in China than you are in America, hands down.
Yeah,
for sure. That's actually a really good analogy. I like your
right. That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's
like. But also, you know what, dude? Like, China is carrying PUBG, right? Everyone knows that, right? Most of the players are from China. The player base, like, so that their pub stomp games must be fun as well. Like, they're gonna have the better competitive players, but they're also gonna have like the worst of the worst players as well because there's so many players. So it's gotta be fun. It's both spectrums, you know.
Dude, actually, the fact that there's so many of them to get in the top 1% of any game is actually a lot easier if you increase the population size you're fighting all these shitty people, dude. You're gonna climb like insanely fast if you're good at the game. You know what I mean?
True.
But not to mention another really good reason why a lot of these people from China are dominating the scene is that they have so many gaming cafes. You know, those little places where you can just go and game, dude, order like drinks and stuff like that. We have like 3 of those in the whole country, dude. Like they have, I think I was reading like they have like 13,000 of them in their, or no, 130,000.
Dude, that's so weird.
138,000 internet cafes. Dude, that's insane.
Dude, you said that right as Damon said. They have a lot of gaming cafes there. Like you were like in sync, dude. Yeah, dude,
you and me, dude. Yeah, but you thought of that all on your own. I had read this article about 30 minutes ago, so so you're definitely way more ahead than I am.
Yeah. Also, dude, you know what else? I heard like in China and Asia, if you're like a certain rank on games, you can go to like grocery store, not grocery, but like food places and get like free food and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, dude, they like
coupons and stuff.
They like encourage it, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go there, dude. I'll just get high rank. I won't even work, dude, because I'll just get my food for free.
Dude, I heard they had if you were challenger, and I don't know how they ended up proving if you were challenger or not. If they had, shit, dude, is that? Oh, I thought that was auto chess on that gaming monitor that guy was playing, dude. I was about to be like, yo, see, auto chess is really good. No, but anyways, what's I talking about? I forgot. Never mind. Damn, I got distracted.
I think he's playing RuneScape, actually.
That's definitely not RuneScape. I think it's like Dota or something in that monitor.
The one closest?
Yeah, the one that's closest. Is that Dota?
I don't know what the No, it's like an MMO. It's like an MMO.
Yeah, the graphics look so shitty. Yeah, maybe it is RuneScape.
Oh, dude.
Got him. I think it's probably Bill Gates. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know how they decided, but if you're a challenger or something in that ballpark, you could just show your stats to cashiers.
Yeah,
I don't know how they did it.
give you...
But yeah, and then you get. I don't think that you really got stuff for free, but you got like huge discounts on it. Not to mention, like in America, you currently have League. You to go to college. We talked about this last week, but yeah, you can go to college for free if you're like on a scholarship. If you're a challenger player in League of Legends, or
if you even get accepted to their team. I have a friend. Yeah. I actually have multiple friends who play for Joe Mickey. Everybody knows who Joe Mickey is, right? He's on my stream a lot, dude. Crazy kid. Recently hit Masters for the first time on League of Legends. He plays for a college on their esports team, and he got a full ride scholarship.
Damn, let's fucking go, dude. That's what I'm talking about. It's insane. And who's that? What was that? What was that chick that used to hang out around? She was doing. She was shoutcasting for her college's team. And all those motherfuckers got scholarships. I forgot her name. It was a long time, like back in PUBG times, but I forgot her name.
Oh, it was the kawaii, the freaking anime girl.
Kawaii chick, yeah. Forgot her name.
We look like dicks, dude, because she was such a good friend.
Like friends, dude. Yeah, she's a cool chick, dude. I just forgot her name.
Oh, I remember it. Lady Rosalette.
Yeah, Lady Rosalette.
I didn't forget.
Shit, nice memory.
I didn't forget, because I never forget.
We have friends. Now, some of them may be imaginary, but who's to say those aren't real friends, Dude,
Faker's probably the Bill Gates of Korea. Dude, listen. I don't know if you guys know how much esports players make, like in the big guys. Because I played esports for some games, right? Call of Duty was probably my most profitable game because we won like every tournament, and then we also played wagers, and then we were also salaried for 2 months. So that was probably my most profitable game, just because, I mean, we were making a lot. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It was quite a bit. And I was like, dang, like if I continued this, I could definitely make like a life off of this amount of money. And those guys make 100 times what I was making. they're salaried for that. And that's not including their streams, subs, donations, their YouTubes, their fucking Twitter posts. Like, because those good guys, dude, they get paid to like tweet certain things and shit. You know what I mean?
Sponsorships, dude.
Sponsorships, like those motherfuckers, dude. Those guys.
Yeah, those guys are nuts.
Those are the salaries, like their site. Scump makes a lot, dude.
They also pay you a crap load or they pay you way more in America for some reason than they do in like China for the esports community. Like the esports community in NA might be smaller than China, but we pay way fucking more. Because, you know, we just pay everybody so much more than any other country, but still, that's insane, dude. So that's why you see all these Koreans moving to America and playing for NA.
No, that's why, dude. Because we're bringing them over with these massive salaries.
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
We're like, oh, dude, you played for Korea for how much? And then like they tell us and we laugh. Listen, listen. Here's a plane ticket. Here. Yeah, come over here. We'll even buy you a house. Fuck it, it's a tax write-off, dude.
They buy your the card to allow you, the green card to get in here, dude. Your work visa, not green card. Sorry, work visa to get you in the country.
Not everyone needs a green card, Sean. Like,
yeah, right.
I was gonna say like.
These are the reasons why I've changed my name to Nesium instead of Mexi. All right.
But yeah, that's insane, dude. Dude, they're gonna have more gamers in the entire United States. If we went to war with them, dude, their gamers would probably lose instead of their army. Like, exactly. Holy crap, that's crazy to think.
Majority of their population is becoming weak and fragile.
all you'd have to do is go in there and run it down mid, and they freaking cry for 10 minutes, dude. I'm telling you, like, GG, dude. All you'd have to do is invade level 1 or gank level 1, kill them, and say GG, and it would just be like broken monitors left and right. They'd be going to the hospital getting their fists repaired, dude, for freaking punching their monitors and their like. Can I see? Okay, I want to punching monitors, dude. Did anyone ever see the Summit 1G punch his monitor?
Who has it, man? Dude, I don't know if you bring it up.
That is one. Amazing. Like, how the fuck did this monitor not break? I threw a water bottle at my monitor, and that shit broke, dude. Can I share a link, dude? Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Since I'm not broadcasting my screen, I'll take a look at the link, make sure it's all Gucci Patucci, you know?
Okay. Dude.
But yeah.
Dude, listen, he cocked back, dude. He didn't just fucking, boom. Dude, he like, oh, dude, like.
Dude, he went full back, dude. He wound up.
Dude, he slingshotted his fist into his monitor. And his monitor... Dude.
It's a salary. Highest overall earnings. Okay, yeah, you can click on it.
Okay.
Then earnings based on the country, I think. Something like that. I don't know these... Germany, Denmark, and Jordan, which I forget is a country all the time. Have the 3... Oh, this is for Dota 2, though. Oh, no. Counter-Strike's in here, too. Oh, just Dota 2 pays the most.
Dota 2, I knew that. I said that last week.
By a lot.
Dota 2 is, they pay the most out of for their esports. Which is really weird, because if you're in the gaming community, who are the 2 players you know the most? Kenny S, fucking Faker, dude. Like, competitive. And then, Shroud, of course, but only recently because he blew up. But everybody knows who Kenny S is. Yeah, and everybody knows...
I have no idea who that is.
He's like the Faker of CSGO back in the day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So everybody knows those 2 players. Has anyone ever heard of Kuroki? I've never heard of him. I've been...
Dude, this reminds me of the YouTube feud between PewDiePie and that Indian music channel where they're fighting for #1 YouTube subscribers. I guarantee you, T-Series is the name of the Indian company. Dude, nobody knows who the fuck T-Series is, but all their subscribers come from India, and the Indian population is so vast and huge, and they recently are getting like better internet and stuff like that, and that's why T-Series is taking off. Dude, the reason why this guy's famous is because fucking Germany, fucking everybody in Germany is just watching this shit, dude. And there's not a huge fan base in America as big as like all these other countries. That's got to be it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Everybody in America's heard of those 2 people that you mentioned, Faker and the other guy.
Yeah.
But across the world, maybe not. knows?
True. T-Series is a music company. I don't even know about anything. That's all new news to me. T-Series, Travis series. It's me, bitches.
Okay. No.
No, it is, dude. Trust me, dude. I'm secretly a guy with like 7 subscribers on YouTube that's beating PewDiePie.
By the way, this feud has been going on forever. T-Series is the only only channel that's ever been trying to like get close to PewDiePie, and they were very close for some time, and I think they may have already passed him. But there's like a huge meme online. You know who Mr. Beast is? He goes around and like donates money to people like in large quantities. But he donated tons of money of his own to put up billboard signs that say "subscribe to PewDiePie," and like. He went into businesses and got them to put up flyers and shit like that. Subscribe to PewDiePie. He ran down people in the street. He didn't run over anybody, but he would walk up to people in the streets and be like, "Do you know who PewDiePie is? If you don't, you should be subscribing to him." And like he just invested so much time and money into it. It's a huge video.
Oh, these are the earnings.
Yeah, that's the earnings, dude.
Oh, I thought that. Oh no, this isn't their salaries.
Oh. Overall earnings. Yeah, I thought this was their salaries for sure.
I was gonna say I looked up their salaries a while ago.
Nobody's making $4 million a year as a professional gamer.
I'm pretty sure the people are though.
Well, if first place total salary or total overall money is $4 million, there's no way they make that. Like anybody makes that yearly.
Top 7 esports teams and players here.
I mean, I would probably say like, tops $1 million, yearly. I doubt people make more than that.
This is prized money.
Well, I guess I don't know because League of Legends spills out for their World Cup for the year is 7 million or something like that. And each player, there's 5 players. Well, it's also divvied up amongst the cooks and the managers and the therapists and shit like that. I don't know.
I mean, Mr. Night Blue 3 makes. Oh yeah, so with their streams and their Twitches and their YouTubes and shit, they make way more than that much, dude. Like they make. I can tell you right now. I know 2 years ago that Tyler 1 showed how much he made, and it was like 20 million in 1 year. So I know for a fact that they make more than that. You know what I mean? Or it was like 17 million or so. I don't remember the exact number. 16. It was like over 10 million though. It was like his first year being like a huge streamer. He was doing variety streams with Greek.
I didn't think of adding stream money into it because like I know Shroud doesn't play any tournaments and stuff. Well, he plays in like small tournaments, like nothing. Like he's not playing for a team or anything like that. But he makes like 15 million, 20 million, whatever. Crazy amounts of millions of dollars. Ninja also millions and millions and millions. But I thought this was strictly like over the course of your career salary based from a company that you play.
No, see, when I was talking about salaries, I was just talking about like what they're paid to play on the team. Like for example,
that's what I also thought.
Yeah, like so for example, when we were signed to Defy Gaming, it was $400 salary a month. You know what I mean? Obviously, there was like that's a low salary. Like these guys are getting significantly more because like the League of Legends players, the PUBG players, they actually have a pro scene that's been around for a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know. How much did Ninja make? I don't know. I know that Apex Legends paid Ninja $1 million to play their game.
Yeah.
So
just
he made more than $1 million.
A week or something? Like.
No, the 3 streams. They paid for 3 streams.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he makes $500,000 every month just for streaming. That's not including sponsors. That's not including anything like that. That's all subs and donations, I believe. 500,000 a month, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine him playing the game like the million he gets for playing Apex, or
PUBG pros are making $20K a year. Well, I know for a fact that they make more than that because I know that Wildcard's team, I know that their starting salary is like $2,800. Because I have a really good friend who played for them, who doesn't anymore, and that was his salary. I'm probably not allowed to say that, am I? Whatever. I don't really care. I guess
It's actually a perfect
I'll just never
transitioning time.
Oh yeah, the perfect transitioning time, dude. Check it out. Boom. This guy, I fucking love Rick Fox, dude.
Rick Fox, baby.
I don't care anybody.
Been such an avid supporter of the gaming community for the last decade, dude. This guy's he's awesome. Love this guy.
So everyone knows who Rick Fox is, dude.
Everybody should know who Rick Fox is.
He's Rick Fox, dude. He played football for the Chicago Bulls.
Don't get him confused with Rick Ross. It's very different. Rick Fox.
I'm just kidding. He played he's a basketball player. He's an ex-pro basketball player.
Yeah. I had no idea who he was before he entered the gaming scene. Before he bought Echo Fox. Had no idea who he was.
So he is a heavy investor in Echo Fox, dude. He makes money off of Echo Fox. And Echo Fox recently, allegations anyways, they haven't released anything. But Rick Fox says, if you guys, because apparently an investor is racist. And this guy's doing what I said Riot Games should do. Instead of even anything, dude. Apparently the guy tweeted something racist. And this guy's not having it, dude. Huh?
Yeah. Paid leaves, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
This guy, and he's like, get rid of him or I'm gone. Like, there's no debate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no debate. Like, Rick Fox,
yeah.
Get rid of him or I'm gone.
That's, alright, so I got a couple things about this that frustrates, and I think that they're doing right. One is, we don't have any evidence whatsoever. He said an investor, which also, by the way, further down the article, it's the smallest investor. They invest such a small fraction of the company. So even if they wanted to just leave them in the dust, you can find a new investor easily. It's a small end investor. It's not like a big name from what the article says. But we don't know who that is. He said there were emails and tweets that have racial slurs in them or something that's racist, but nowadays everybody calls everything racist, so it's kind of hard to know for sure unless we see these tweets that they're talking about or know the name of the company that they're talking about, so we can decide for ourselves. Because it kind of sucks to be a company that's investing into another company and then you lose that business because something that somebody said may or may not be perceived as racist. So we don't know. It's so unfortunate that they probably have a non-disclosure agreement or something like that prevents us from being able to know who they are. But yeah, it's kind of sucks. But like Travis said, 100%, I agree. They should just drop that company for now until they clear the air of all the allegations.
And here's a tweet from Rick Fox. TMZ tweeted about the situation. He was like, Rick Fox says he'd stay with Echo Fox if racist investor leaves. And then he retweeted and said, end racism. I love Rick Fox, dude. Mm-hmm. He's like becoming one of the faces of gaming. Everybody knows that.
Hard, dude. Yeah.
And not only is he the face of gaming, but he won't turn his back. Obviously, if he left Echo Fox, I mean, he's rich enough to where he won't notice, but he would lose money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's been investing in that company for what, 8 years?
Yeah.
Something like that?
So
when did Echo Fox come out?
Yeah. It was a big deal, dude.
5 years? Something like that?
Dude, he, everything racist. Racism was over years ago, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, there's no such thing as racism, dude. It's a thought, dude. It's just a thing that,
Oh yeah, Damon. Yeah, we definitely talked about the walkout at Riot earlier in the stream. We'll be uploading to YouTube the full podcast, so if you jumped in late, don't worry about it. You can always subscribe to our YouTube channel, Opinionated Streamers, and check out our new. Hopefully, it'll be up tomorrow or the day after with clips of the stream. Probably put that in there.
Dude, can I just
walkout?
First of all, Echo Fox, fucking legend, dude. Pretty much, dude. To sum it up, because I want to say something, but I want to end this topic first. Sum it up, dude. This guy didn't sell out. You know what I mean? Oh, this guy's racist. Well, just whatever. No, he's making it a big deal. that's a big dick move, dude. To actually escalate something to end it, like it didn't have to be escalated because it says right here it was said in emails.
Emails and tweets, yeah.
So it didn't have to get to this point, but he said no. Like, it's a big dick move to like come out and say this. Like,
oh yeah,
I love Rick Fox, like I said, dude, and
well, that's a huge thing for, you know, like everybody always, any advocate for, you know, social rights and everything. Like when we see like companies that are taking advantage of their employees or men that are taking advantage of women, it always takes the person in power in that situation to come out and inform people about what's going on. And he's definitely taking that action and letting people know, like, hey, this shit's not cool. We need to fix this. And yeah, much respect to him for like shedding some light on something that might be a serious issue in their company, you know?
No, exactly, dude.
I agree with you 100%.
Okay, and before we get in the next subject, dude, I just want to say, dude, so we made a YouTube and everything for opinionated streamers. We have a lot of really big plans for opinionated streamers. We actually have collabs in the work, dude. We have people who are going to join the stream, join on the podcast. But not on our podcast days. So the Tuesdays we're going to keep to just talking about games, news, and shit. This is going to be done on a different day. We have interviews to be doing with other successful streamers. Kind of like just asking them, like, what the fuck did you do right, dude?
Yeah.
Like, what makes you special, dude? Like, how did you grow so fast? And these are just people who are currently coming up. But their fucking numbers are just like, dude, it's insane. And like, I've got in contact with them, and we got collabs coming in with other partnered podcasters and just a bunch of crazy shit. And we're looking into starting our own little show, like, you know, 3 days a week or whatever, just to like hype up some viewers, keeping Tuesdays to the podcast, and just going all in. Really, honestly, we got a lot of shit made for the podcast. Well, yesterday we uploaded. So the podcast views have been amazing. It's been actually insane to me how many views we've been getting, how much responses we've been getting. But
it's been nuts.
But yesterday we cut up a bunch of our old podcasts and we put them up on YouTube. And one of our videos got 200 views, dude. Which doesn't sound like...
In one day. One day.
Like, it sounds like... I know, like, everyone's like, 200 views, like, wow. But, dude, like, we don't have anybody to help us. Like, it's just Sean and I. Yeah. And we don't have, like, a very great following, you know?
It's a brand new channel that was created yesterday.
Yeah, so I didn't even upload it to my YouTube. Yeah. We uploaded it to the
brand new channel.
Yeah, we uploaded it to the Opinionated Streamers YouTube. And then one of our videos got 200 views, dude. And another one got like 40 views. Yeah. And this is 24 hours.
The whole podcast got 40, dude. The whole podcast got 40. That's insane because, you know, all these other videos are clips. And the 2 hour and a half long video got 40 views. And then that one clip got 200. I mean, overall, we haven't been, like, this is just so exciting for all of us, dude. Because it just means that we're doing something right here, for sure. You know? But yeah, so make sure you guys go to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we will be, anything you might have missed, or if you got here late, or if you ended up having to leave early, you know, the full podcast will be there, and each segment will be uploaded and edited separately. Kind of like, you guys know the Joe Rogan experience, how he gets his, like, everything's kind of segmented and clipped up. It'll be something very similar to that. So,
hold on,
check it out, boys.
Yeah, if you can go in there, the video got all the views. It's called... I'm having a brain fart. I don't fucking remember what it's called. Mass Effect. Mass Effect. Yeah. Dude, just it's actually hilarious. So, it's a really funny, like, video. You cut up all the funny parts to it and made it. But yeah, in 24 hours, the video got 200 views, dude. Which, like I said, doesn't sound like a lot, but for fucking... We're Pet of the Pokey podcast, dude. Good, dude. But we have, like, a lot of things going, too. Like, this is only our third podcast, and we're really new to it. And I can tell, like, in the beginning of the podcast, we're, like, really... Like, it takes us a little bit to warm into it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow, Will.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, Will. It takes us a little bit to get into it, obviously. And it's obviously, like, really awkward doing it in the early stages anyways, because we're getting everything made, and it kind of sucks because Mass Effect, you mean Mass Effect. Exactly, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Wolfgang. That's somebody who watched the first episode, too.
Dude, so it's like insane to see the numbers and everything, because it's like motivating, dude. And like having 200 views on one clip, and we didn't post it on Facebook. Like, I posted it on Twitter. I posted it on the Discord. That's it. There's not, like, that's insane, dude, to have 200 views on a video. So it's just, like, really motivating. We have a lot of plans and things to do, like, more fun things to do. Right now, we're just starting. We're keeping it to the podcast for a little bit. I'm moving to my
plans, man.
Yeah.
Big plans.
I'm moving to my new house on the 5th of next month. June 5th, I'm moving to my new house. And then the quality of the podcast will go up, because I'll have 3 monitors, one specifically for our cameras. I have to do a little bit ghetto right now. You guys don't really notice that much, but it's a little bit ghetto with little black bars because of the fact that I have to, like, once I get in the new house, dude, the podcast will go boop, good quality, because we'll have.
Are you gonna take your mattresses with you?
What do you think I'm gonna
for
sleep
soundproofing, or something?
Fucking hate.
That's why they're there, by the way. It's for soundproofing the walls,
So in the new house, also, fuck you, dude. And the new house also, dude, I'm gonna have an entire room that I'm making into a studio. So I'm gonna buy the soundproofing things. I'm gonna make the whole entire room soundproof. And it's just gonna be a room dedicated to, like, moving forward. Like, I'm kind of like haven't been gaming as much recently. I'm sure everyone is. I've talked about it a lot. Like, I've been gaming less and less. I only game now like 3-4 hours a night, maybe. Sometimes I don't even game at all now. Like, we've just been working on the podcast, or I'm like trying to get things rolling. So, but we're planning on making a show, because it's like hard for me to accept that I'm not going to be able to play esports anymore, because I've been playing esports for like 10 years, dude. So it's like hard for my mind to like wrap around that, like, I can't spend 12 hours a day on games anymore. So I'm just going to be a large part of the gaming, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's a huge passion.
No, being able to talk about gaming is a way to transition out of it, for sure. Like, it's going to be good for you, dude. 100%. Especially since you have so much knowledge, having been in that scene for so long. This is going to be a perfect opportunity for you to be able to talk about that stuff. Not to mention, like, our future, people that we interview won't necessarily just be streamers. We might interview, like, depending on how big our stream gets, we could talk about up and coming esports players and have them on our podcast before they actually, like, get signed, or track people who might potentially be signed somewhere, and then get them on our podcast before they're big.
Right.
That would be dope.
So with the show thing, I just want to talk to everybody about, because we need ideas, obviously. So for the show thing that I was going to talk to you guys about, so there's another podcast channel that I went and followed, and they're like, yeah, we'll collab with you, dude. They have 8,000 followers, been doing podcast for.
Let me use the restroom really quick.
Okay.
You update people. We'll be right back.
Like 5-6 months now, dude, and they've grown insane, dude. Like, it's crazy how quick they've grown. So I was like, dude, like, what did you? Like, I was just trying to get them, like, their mentality, like, because they're doing something right. I want to do something right. You know what I mean, dude? Like, that's my take on it. So they do a stream. They do 2 streams. They do a stream where they sit there and they just talk, dude. You know what I mean? Just like how we're doing. A little bit unconstructed, just talking, having fun. And then they do a game show where it's called Mute. And what it does is they have 2 minutes to talk about each subject. And if somebody goes off, they're allowed to mute each other, dude, with a button. Boom, boom, mute, mute, mute. And they have 2 minutes to talk about each subject, and they just, like, fucking shoot fire subjects, dude. Boom, 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 boom. So we're thinking about doing something similar to that. Like a little game show, just to, like, so we can stream more, be more relevant, be more into, you know what I mean? Be more out there, have more content to put out. Because obviously people like our content. Because, dude, 200 views on one video is insane. 40 views on another video is insane. Especially for barely putting out the video out, like. So it's exciting, man. You know, we've been talking about a lot of stuff to do. There's little game shows, little just things for fun. You know what I mean? Like we're like, I didn't expect to have this much fun with the podcast, but dude, I'm fucking having a blast, man. So we're kind of going all in. So yeah, it's been fun. So I gotta wait for Sean to start the next subject. Dude, have you guys seen our fucking logo, dude? Look at this, dude. Oh, he's back. Okay.
All right, sorry about that. Ooh, look at that fucking beautiful thing, dude. I love that logo.
Dude, it's so good, dude.
It's perfect, man. Shout out to our logo creator guy, dude. Did a great job.
All right, let's dive into our next subject here.
All right, man. Dude, 170,000 Apex Legends cheaters were banned. Oh, that's a feels good moment, but also kind of terrifying. How the hell were there 770,000 Apex Legends cheater? Dude, what?
Listen.
That's so many, too. That's like insane.
It doesn't even matter. It's too late.
Yeah.
This game, you guys remember, dude, there's a clip, actually. I'll post it. About a month and a half ago, I gave this game a 3-month lifespan, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think
it for a while, too.
I think it's done, dude. I think the game is declining at a rate that we've seen in multiple cases. PC Call of Duty, you know, H1Z1. There's just been multiple games that have taken the same thing. They're putting out content no one gives a fuck about. They're not addressing the main issues of the game. And this is like an article that's like, yeah, but they ban all these cheaters. It's like a last resort to like, yo, but we're doing good stuff too, you know, like.
Yeah, but it's not what the population cares about. You know what I mean? Well, there's like a million issues that the population cares about, but this is like always in every game, always the most important thing is getting rid of hackers. And like we talked about last week, I don't know if it was our first or second podcast, I can't really remember which one it was, but we were talking about how when companies first start like releasing a new game, like there's like only a few things that you have to have, right? Custom lobbies, having a report button at the end of every game, or when you die, you know, being able to report a player. They just implemented that, and then they got 770,000 banned players. You know what I mean? Like, that was the new thing they implemented.
Yeah, that's...
Like, that should be number day one. Day one, you should have that ability to do.
It's crazy to me that they have that they released a free-to-play game and not a report button. So you couldn't even report, like, you could report them, but you had to go through this long process to report people. Like, I didn't report anybody, because you had to, like, you had to go to their website, click a report button, put in their username, what happened, and a clip, dude. Like, I don't even know how to fucking copy something. I'm not making a goddamn clip, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so I guarantee the first 2 months, there's like 4 hackers in every goddamn game, dude. Like,
yeah. Andy, are you making fun of Travis for being bald, dude? Dude, we were just talking about this. Like, said that you should also wear a hat from Wolfgang like you did before, dude. We were actually just talking about this before the stream started, and that Travis should wear a hat, and then I should take mine off.
Because he's actually bald.
Because I'm not actually bald. This is shaved, okay? I am balding, but I'm not. So we could swap. He wears a hat, and then I do this, and we'll swap cameras, and I'll wear the same black shirt every fucking day, and then it'll be just a swap. And then we'll meme you guys, and then I'll try to be like Travis and saying, you know, stupid shit all the time.
Wow, you mean good shit all the time, dude.
Yeah.
First of all, dude,
forgot about the words. Good. And
why
bad.
do you think that I'm the guy in the blue shirt? If you look, Sean's wearing a blue shirt right now, and he's bald.
Where's your beard? Also,
Well, I cut it the other
gray.
day.
The other day, like
Yeah.
7 years ago.
Well, I mean, I didn't grow a beard until I was like 25, so it was like a year ago. So
You should both wear a hat.
dude, I got a big ass head, dude. Hats don't look good on me because my head's so goddamn big.
I had a big ass head too, and for me, it's just hard to find a hat that fucking fits. Like I hate looking for hats. So it's the worst. Luckily, this hat has like a stretch to it, like an elastic thing inside, so I'm able to like just fit one size fit all thing. Those are the only kind of hats that I can wear, dude. Everything else is too tight. But anyways,
That's pretty much Respawn though, dude. They've had nothing but really, really shitty updates. Their next year plan was pathetic. The game has been declining at a steady rate for 3 months now. Like it's
what we talked about last week. What was the decline? 70%.
75%.
75% drop in viewership on Twitch, dude. Nobody likes the game anymore. Game's dead.
Game's
It
dead.
sucks 'cause
It's not dead yet, but it's getting
not
there,
dead.
and it's still like.
Close.
So in a lot of games, what you'll see like when they first come out, they're at the top, right, and then they fall and they stabilize. They
Yeah.
they stabilize.
No, yeah.
This game hasn't done that yet. It's like falling and it's falling and it
Free
hasn't
falling.
stabilized yet. So like every time, like every day, I look at the peak and it's like some days it'll be a little bit higher than like the previous day, but then it drops the next day like another percent, and it's like fucking
Yeah.
dude, it's crazy. Like
Everybody quit Apex, dude. You know what actually is kind of crazy is I still see Shroud making Apex videos. I still see Aculite making Apex videos. I still see Stone Mountain making Apex. Like all the big, like who's that guy that does all the stat videos and stuff for like these BR games? W. Whatever that guy is. Wacky Jackie. He makes Apex videos. The fact that these people are still making these videos and they still have a 70% decline is fucking nuts, dude. Like,
yeah.
that should not happen. I mean, like, if they weren't making those videos, imagine how much further that game would drop. And it kind of makes me think that maybe these people are getting paid money to make those videos. You know,
you're sure they are.
Yeah, they have to be. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, fucking nuts, man. Well, you know, I didn't necessarily like the game when it first came out. I definitely thought it was gonna take off. I thought it was gonna be a great game. I personally didn't like it when it first came out. But it's still sad to see a free-to-play game that was like the developers actually kind of cared about. It felt like they kind of updated pretty quick, and the game was pretty smooth when it first came out. Like, it was a good game, I think, overall.
It was
And
clean.
to see it die is kind of sad. Yeah, very sad to see that happen.
Yeah,
But
it was clean,
whatever.
but
Yeah.
we'll continue to talk about Apex every podcast, just kind of updating with it. Maybe they can
I'm sure
turn
this
things
is not
around.
the last time we hear it.
Yeah, maybe they turn things around and just update it, and just everyone loves it again. But as of right now, dude, with their recent tournament thing, I have a buddy who started a company running tournaments based around Apex Legends. They told him, you know, basically you're not allowed to profit off of it anymore. He stopped. I mean,
Yeah.
his Discord
Oh yeah,
is
that's
willowing
the
down.
tournament thing. Yeah.
Like, this game just
That
makes
sucks.
bad decisions, dude.
Yeah.
Let's talking about bad decisions. Let's talk about the Oculus Rift S, dude.
Okay, before we just smash the shit out of this this idea of an upgrade, one thing that I do like about it so far, this new Oculus Rift S that's coming out, is that it doesn't need any sensors on your tables and stuff, which honestly I'm brand new. Like, after we realized like maybe we should talk about some VR headsets and like the VR experience and stuff like that, I really had no knowledge on it. So from what I can tell, most of these VR headsets need like stationary sensors that can show, you know, where you are in relation to the room.
Right.
But this VR headset has 5 sensors on the goggles themselves, so that you don't need the stationary sensors anymore. But it's still plugged into the computer, so it's not like you can just, you know, go running outside or anything like that. But
Yo, what up, QZ?
that's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Koozie? that QZ or Koozie?
I call him QZ, but I don't.
Because he's cute.
I mean, you should fucking hear his goddamn voice, dude. He sounds like a goddamn.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's 8 foot goddamn tall, dude. He does. He's got the deepest voice I've ever heard in my life.
Ooh,
I have a man-child voice.
You do. Well, minus the man part.
Dude, listen. Do you have an iPhone, Sean?
No, I'm an Android user, 100%.
Anyone who has an iPhone is really gonna like this, because it's not actually
really like this.
Yeah, because every iPhone since the iPhone 4 has had a minor upgrade. Dude, the camera's upgraded, dude. Nice. All they did to this Rift S, dude, is they added an S at the end of it and raised the resolution slightly.
Yeah,
that's all they did, dude. So like, the reviewers are like saying, "Don't fucking buy the Rift S because it's a waste of money. Just buy a normal Rift for half the goddamn price."
Well, that's the whole VR conversation alone kind of frustrates me in general because. So the VR experience, you've asked me a few times, what do you think the next big like gaming thing is going to be? You know, BRs have kind of dominated the scene for the last like 7 or 8 years. You know, what's the next big thing? And I'm pretty confident it is VR, but VR is just not there yet. And
right.
I honestly believe nobody should waste any money whatsoever. I mean, kind of really should, so that they can reinvest that money into better technology. But honestly, you should not be expecting high quality anything. You should not be happy with what you're getting because it's not where it needs to be. But when it does, when it gets there, dude, VR is going to destroy. That's going to be everything. Every game's going to be on VR. And, we just have to wait, unfortunately. Right now, it's just not there. Every single VR headset that's come out so far, not good enough, you know? Air porn's already a big thing. Yeah, but that's videos, like virtual reality, VR movies and stuff like that. Those are always dope, but that's not like interacting with the environment, interacting with characters and stuff like that. Being a game is totally different. And VR porn, I mean, obviously, you know.
Wait, dude,
who's not like that.
QZ just moved us into our next topic, dude. I think the Valve Index is a great step in the right direction. Really weird you say that because that's what we're talking about next, dude.
Yeah.
A real VR machine, the Valve Index, dude. That's so weird that you.
Yeah.
But going back to the Oculus Rift S, dude. Don't waste your money. Literally, all you're getting is a higher res, dude. Like.
Never heard of Fallen Doll. I have not heard of Fallen Doll, but
let me just Google it real quick. Fuck it, I'll just.
Yeah, I don't think you should do that on stream, dude. Let me Google that for you real quick.
Just a doll falling, dude. What are you talking about?
It's a very scary game, dude.
Do not Google that on screen. I have a really hard issue with people telling me what to do, so I'm gonna do it anyways, dude. I'm just kidding.
Talked about this last stream, dude. He doesn't like people telling him what to do.
That is one thing I heard about the Rift S is that about the VRs in general, or the VRs in general, is that the external sensors are actually better.
Oh, this is like another Kickstarter thing, dude. I shouldn't be talking about that. Ooh. Okay, so for the most part, what it seems like is this like the VR strip club. It's pretty cool. I mean, people go to strip clubs. Why not do it in the comfort of your own home, dude? That's just from looking at it. I'm sure there's probably more to it than that, but yeah, that's the gist of what I'm seeing. I don't see why that would be a bad idea. Seems awesome. Yeah, mounted sensors have a long way to go. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But dude, that VR Oculus or the Rift S has 5 sensors on the headset itself, which allows you to do away with the stationary sensors, which is cool, but apparently it's not like a good headset. It's not any better than any other one that you'll get, except... Well, I also heard that the stationary sensors also use up your USB ports. Each one has to be USB plugged into your computer, and I don't know how many of you guys have like 1 million fucking USB ports. Like, you got one for your mouse, you got one for your keyboard, unless you do wireless, obviously, but even then you still have to use the USB port for the the range thing to allow it to pick up to your computer. And then you have your headset, you have your mic, you have all this other shit. Like there's so many USB ports that you need on your PC. Having like 3 or 4 more USB ports for stationary objects for VR gaming is ridiculous, dude. It's too many. Not a new tech that's existed. Everyone knows MR headset. Oh wow, since 2015. Damn, dude. I don't know.
Dude,
that's what they hyped up about this thing, so I didn't know that. That's
no, the Oculus Rift S, dude, is a meme, dude. In my opinion, it is. It is an iPhone, dude. Everyone who owns an iPhone, I just feel bad for you. Like, have you guys?
That's why you were asking
have
me
you guys
if I
seen
had an
the meme videos where it's like, dude, the new iPhone 8, 9, 20, and he's like, what does it do? It's an iPhone. Oh, true. Take my money. Yeah, but what does it do different? It's got a screen. Yeah, no. I know. I got you. True. And like, there's like 10 people, and everyone's like,
numbers.
Everyone's like, wow, that's really cool. What the heck? Well, what else does it do? You can call people. Like, yeah, but my 7 can do that.
And my 6 and 5 and 4 and like literally every. Dude, that's the thing that's crazy. And I think it's like such a genius marketing like scheme that Apple has, like, because they're hurting for money already really hard, so they need to make money where they can. Very, very non-lucrative company Apple is, so they need to release a new phone every year. Who in their right mind believes that we make insane advancements every year in cell phones, like that that you need to spend another $900 on a new phone?
Dude, these are
fucking ridiculous. What?
I was looking up that headset that he was talking about. The Microsoft headset. Same cost as the Rift S, yeah.
2015.
That's crazy, dude. No, they're just as expensive.
Dude, that's another thing, dude. Not only should you not buy VR headsets because they're not ready yet, they're not like where we want them to be, but they're also insanely expensive. Just like when cell phones first came out, they were like insanely expensive. But now everybody, no matter how rich or poor you are, you have a fucking smartphone in your pocket. Doesn't matter who you are. Even homeless people have smartphones in their pockets. Eventually, these VR headsets will be cheap enough. You've seen homeless people with stuff.
Yeah, I always see him texting, and I'm like, trying to give him money. Hey, here's $10. He's like, dude, you made me lose my freaking Candy Crush level. You freaking idiot.
Couldn't you Venmo me that?
Yeah,
dude?
yeah. Why don't you just Venmo? Who has money anymore? I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, dude. Like, my bad.
Dude, I thought of the most genius thing that homeless people should be doing. You know, have you ever been to one of those like shady, like barbershops, like that just like they have people outside selling CDs? Like it's like really bad. And you got like the guy who's cutting your hair, he'll actually have like an adapter that he puts on his iPhone or his cell phone or whatever that you can swipe your card on it.
Right.
You know, and then like homeless people should do that, dude. Those accounts are like very cheap to do. And then just get that one additional, if you can afford a cell phone, you can probably afford that little adapter thing. And then when, like, because I use this excuse all the time when homeless people ask me to donate or to give them money. And I say, oh, sorry, I only got debit, you know, and then they're like, oh, well, interesting you say that because I have this card swiper that you could easily donate to me, dude. Like, dude, genius. And then that'll guilt you immediately, dude. Homeless people should do that 100%.
Dude, homeless people should be more into it with money, though. You know what I mean? Like, when they just stand at a red light and just sit there with the sign, and then when like people stop next to them, give me money. I need money, and just like put it right
animated.
Yeah, right in front of their like if you're driving. And if I like let me tell you, if I'm driving, dude, and a homeless guy walks up to my window and puts a sign in front of it and says, "Give me money," I'm giving him money, dude. Like that's hilarious. Like I would be the greatest homeless person because, dude, I would be, dude.